What is going on, Ravens flock? My name is Drastic, and on today's video, Flocking Ravens YouTube channel has some breaking news. Yes, as you guys can see behind me, we've managed to finally hit a big milestone on this channel. We got up to 100 subscribers on this channel. 100. It's a big milestone for this channel to hit. I know it's not, like other channels on YouTube where, you have your 60K, 100K, 200, or even a million, right? But for someone who is just starting, this is a very huge milestone to hit. And obviously, this isn't something that no matter how many videos one puts that one could do on their own, right? It takes help of your followers, of people who support your channel, and there is at least 100 people who fully support this channel because they decided to subscribe to this channel. They decide each and every video to take the time to watch the videos, like, comment, etc., right? So I want to thank each and every one of you guys who subscribe, and also any future subscribers to this channel. I want to give a big shout out to Abdi Hassan. He is one of our first subscribers to this channel, and he always makes his presence known on this channel by commenting, liking, and also he is one of our subscribers that helps put other people on to this channel. So I want to take this time to let you know that we appreciate you and your support that you always show to this channel. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Eye of Horus Torres. He's another Ravens content creator, so make sure y'all check him out as well. He gave us a big shout out on one of his videos, and I really appreciate that because he didn't have to do that, right? And by him doing that, he helped this channel grow. And I want to take this time to also let you know that we do appreciate your support, and we want to do the same for your channel. And hopefully this is the beginning of a good friendship, and hopefully in the future we can also collab on some sort of project or something, on a video, right? So big shout outs to you and your YouTube channel. Make sure to check them out. I don't know how to put links in the bottom, so I'm gonna try to put his link in the bottom so you guys can check out his video, his channel, for y'all that don't follow him yet, which I'm sure most of you guys already do. But yeah, big shout outs to you, bro. I don't know too many people on YouTube who also put out Raven content, right? So I didn't know what to expect coming into this. So to get a shout out from another creator was honestly very encouraging for me to keep doing this, because me being a DJ, we don't really get support from other DJs. It's always like strict competition. So whenever you try to get some help from a veteran, right, in the DJ community, a lot of DJs will not let you in to their table because they feel like there isn't enough to go around, right? So for you to let me take a seat on your table, it does mean a lot, and it does give me hope that we could all kind of help each other, right? So big shout outs to you, and once again, man, thank you. And I want to thank every subscriber for subscribing, obviously, for liking the videos, for commenting, and taking the time to watch the videos, right? The excitement I get out of reaching 100 subscribers is crazy. I don't think you guys understand like how motivating that is to get to that point, right? And like I said, I know there's other channels out there that have 5,000, 20,000, 50,000, whatever, right? But for me, just starting out, 100 subscribers means a lot, right? And it's a very big deal to me. And I want y'all to understand that my DJ name is DJ Drastic. And the reason I chose that name is because I'm known amongst my friends, family to be very drastic in a lot of the things I do, right? I feel like I overdo things a lot, right? So that's how that name came to mind when I was thinking of a DJ name. And this right here, this is my girlfriend's idea. And had she not been home when I was thinking about doing this video, um, this whole setup would have been a lot more drastic because we would have had champagne, confetti, um, fog machine going, right? The sparkling, right? The sparkles or whatever they're called. We would have had all that and much more. But she kind of told me, it's just 100 subscribers. It is a big deal, but don't overdo it. Don't be so drastic, right? don't do all of that. So we we settled for this, just the balloons and that's it. But I don't want to downplay it because this is still a very big milestone to accomplish, right? So I do want to thank you guys for helping me get there and for always showing the support. I know I said this thank you like 50 times in this video, but I need you guys to understand, like, this couldn't be just me doing it, right? Because yeah, I put out the videos, but it takes you guys to actually like, subscribe, and watch it. So this isn't my accomplishment, really. This is more so of like our accomplishment, right? So I want to thank you guys for that. So let's start this video. And we are back. And on today's video, we're going to be talking about a topic that is not being talked about as much as it should be. And that topic is about our defense for this upcoming season. I feel like all attention, like all eyes, are pretty much on our offense as of now, right? Because we have that amazing signing of an OBJ, the us drafting Zay Flowers, Lamar Jackson getting his contract signed, J.K. Dobbins coming back from injury. I'm not injury, but this is the second year coming back from his injury. And then we also have Devin Duvernay and all of that, right? New offense coordinator. But something that a lot of people are forgetting about is our defense. Let's go back to last year. Our defense was like the talk of the town last season, right? So Roquan Smith coming into our defense obviously made a huge impact, right? You saw an instant difference in our defense. And I think that that's something that is not being talked about enough because this year he got a full off season. He got during that off season he traveled with some of our other players in defense. I don't know with who exactly. I know Marlon Humphrey was definitely there. I believe Kyle Hamilton was also there. And I think there was one more. I'm not sure. But that vacation with his teammates was very important because you build a bond with them, right? You're gonna build some sort of chemistry with them. So one this year he has more chemistry aside from what he already had last year, but now you build a more intimate chemistry with your players, right? And now this year, the whole off season, you're gonna actually be able to practice, work out, and really dissect the playbook of whatever the new defense that you came into, right? Not only that, but you're gonna be getting a David Ojabo back fully healthy, as he put it, 110%, right? You're getting him back. And everybody knew, like, he instantly when he went on the field, I I will never stop talking about that play he made against the Bengals and how he sacked Joe Burrow and got the ball right out of his hand. That was such an amazing play. And that was like one of his, I think, four plays the whole season that he had. And it came a sack and a forced fumble. So it just shows you the type of player that we are getting this coming season, right? I know there's a lot of question marks still in cornerback, and you have other question marks as far as depth goes, right, in different positions. But like I told you guys in another video, it's the Baltimore Ravens. We're not going to start this season with those question marks still in place. They're going to get around it, right? And Marcus Peters is still out there, so don't worry too much about it. I know he visited the Raiders, but nothing came out of it. So there's still hope for that. Um, but the Ravens are going to fix that. Those question marks on defense are not going to remain question marks. It's going to get fixed. So let's go back to David Ojabo. Something funny that he talked about yesterday is that he was asked about number 55 because that was his number in college. And he was asked if he would consider, I guess, changing his number or if he thought about that. And he said that that came to mind and he did discuss it with, for those of you guys who don't know, number 55 on the Ravens belonged to Terrell Suggs, right? Legend in the Baltimore locker room, right? Um, so he said he talked to him about it and he pretty much shut it down. He said no, right? Um, and he also got the owner, the Baltimore Ravens owner, Bishotti, involved. And obviously it was still a no, right? No, no. So here's my thing. I don't think that it was a firm no. Like no, that's not gonna happen, because if you look back at Hollywood, he was able to wear a number 5, which, if you guys know, number 5 belonged to Joe Flacco, right? And if Hollywood was able to wear that, why wouldn't a David Ojabo be allowed to wear that number 55, right? So, what's the difference between 1 and 2? So, I feel that the Ravens have not seen enough from a David Ojabo, because I guess they want to see, all right, are you going to play another season, a full season healthy? Are you going to be productive? Are you going to come close to, what Terrell Suggs brought to this team? If so, I feel like that could be something that in the future they will allow. I don't think that that was a complete no. It's not happening today, tomorrow, ever. I feel like that window is a little bit shut, but not all the way. I feel like he has to prove himself, and eventually he'll be allowed to wear the number 55. But I feel like David Ojabo might, I could be wrong, but I feel like he might make the number 90 a more dominant number for him, and he forgets about number 55 and decides to, you know what, I made my career right now as a Raven playing 90, going in year 2, going in year 3, and he's having success, and I feel like he stays with number 90. But I could be wrong. But if he decides to, in 2-3 years from now, revisit this number 55, I feel that the Ravens will be more open to let him wear it. Because I tried looking up online if there is any numbers that are retired in the Baltimore Ravens, and I didn't find. I even looked up. I could be wrong because I only looked at 5 different pages that talked about this topic. I didn't even see 52 retired. The Ravens that I read, they didn't retire 52, number 5, 55, 20, none of that. So apparently the Ravens is a team that doesn't have any numbers retired. But let me know if you guys could remember or know for a fact that yes, they did retire number 52. But yeah, so with that being said, that was just a little fun interview question that they had with him. But they also asked him, you know, how he was feeling. Is he healthier or not? And for his response was he's 110%, right? So I feel like that's a very good answer, and that's something that we could really appreciate because it just shows that he's pretty much ready to go. Like he's fully healed from his injury, and he's obviously he could just be saying that, but the coaches also feel the same way, right? That he's ready to go. He is a good player. He could produce, and yeah. So he's another piece being added to this defense that is gonna make it even better from last year, right? Now, one question that I would really like to kind of see how things go is with Odafe, Odafe Owe, right? I want to know if, because a lot of people are thinking with David Ojabo and Odafe together, like that may somehow do like the same effect as a Roquan with Patrick Queen. I want to see if David Ojabo coming back to the Baltimore Ravens all season long is going to help Odafe Owe improve his game, right? Because with Odafe Owe, I feel like a lot of Ravens fans were not really convinced, right? They feel like he didn't really fit the part. They felt that he just wouldn't get it, right? He wouldn't understand the system properly, and there was a lot of misplays and a lot of like, oh, he could have done it, he almost had it or whatever. Um, and obviously we saw some big plays from him. It wasn't every game, it wasn't obviously every play, but you would see it every now and then. So I'm very curious to see Odafe Owe and David Ojabo, if you get the same effect, like if they would kind of motivate each other to play better, to kind of compete against each other, if that will help Odafe Owe, you know, improve his game pretty much, right? But aside all of that, I'm very excited to see David Ojabo back, Roquan Smith, and a Patrick Queen year 2 playing together. Kyle Hamilton. That's one guy that I'm also very, very excited to see how he does this year. Because last year, near the end, yo, that boy was going crazy. He was going crazy. But another player you guys are forgetting about, Marcus Williams. He is returning from his injury. One of the best signings that we've seen in a while, and instantly saw, you know, production. Kind of like the same with Marcus Peters when we first signed him, and we saw like this huge difference. I feel like he brought that same impact, right? That boost, instant boost, right, to the team, because it was almost like every single game he would get a pick. It was like every game. And I think at one point, like maybe the first 3-4 games, I think he got a pick every game. And then after that, it was like every other game, something like that. But it was crazy, man. You would see this guy make a pick, get a pick every single game. And now him coming back from injury, I really don't think that he's going to regress. But I'm curious to see if this year maybe he becomes more you know, more hungry to get out there and show you guys, you know, like he's not even gonna miss a step, you know, he's going to really grow and do even better. Because if that's the case, man, can you imagine like literally every single game this guy getting a pick? And I could see that happening. I mean, imagine you got Roquan Smith eating up your quarterback they're gonna get desperate, want to throw, and who's gonna be there? Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams, like Marlon, and I feel like this guy is gonna really help the defense. But I'm excited about the defense, and I feel like that's something that is not being talked about enough, you know. And aside all of these players, right? You also gotta look at your coach, Mike McDaniel, right? This is his second year with the Baltimore Ravens. So the first year, not only do the players have to adjust to the playbook, but the coach also has to see where each player fits best, right? Where they shine, where it's not good. And year two, he has a better idea. Okay, this player plays good here. This player plays well with playing next to this guy, whatever. He has a better idea of that, right? So year two is also just as important as it is for the players, but also for the coach. So I'm very excited to see what plays he draws up, right? Especially with him getting his player back, David Ajabo. I'm very curious to see what he can cook up for this coming season. So yeah, that's it. I want to let you guys know, my thoughts on our defense coming to this season. And I want you guys to let me know too if you guys are also excited about our defense and who you guys are more excited about. Let me know if it's David Ojabo, Marcus Williams, hopefully Marcus Peters, right? If he comes back, I feel like this guy has something to prove and he's gonna go off. Cause his attitude, his vibe, he's always wanting to prove people wrong. If Marcus Peters comes back to the Ravens, he's gonna come back with a need of making a point that all of you guys were wrong. So I hope Marcus Peters comes back. But let me know who you guys are more excited for this coming season. Like I said, Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton, all these players. Let me know who you guys are excited about. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on this channel and share the channel and video with all your friends and social media. And again, big shout outs to every subscriber that we have on this channel. Thank you guys. I truly appreciate it. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video.